Contrary to popular belief, this is not just rap music. This is life. So I offer you right now, life. Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.
What's happening? We still here. Live and direct, episode 26, Unmasked, a.k.a. Cognac Crew. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trez. So glad to be here. Truly blessed. Across from me, I got my boy P. What's happening with him, bang?
What's up, family? King to a God.
As always.
You know what it is. Rest in peace to my boy, Sauce. Low Sin, what's good? My man Digger that just left here. D Spins, what's good, baby?
Yo, what's happening, fellas? Back at it again. We just, passed that beautiful 4th of July celebration. The fireworks going off.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I know I'm getting older because I'm tired of, I literally let off a few fireworks, but I let that shit off around 7 o'clock when I got to bed, and I was hearing that shit over and over and over again all night fucking long.
Well, what time did you get into bed?
Yeah, I mean, like 11.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Because I'm still up. Those weren't the fireworks. Those were gunshots you was hearing, man.
Nah, it was both.
Yeah. They blend them
It's a little bit of both.
They blend them shits in real good.
Yo, so what was you celebrating? Was you celebrating Juneteenth? Was you celebrating July 4th, or both of them? Or how did it go for y'all? Because I do the firework things for the kids. You know, I got quite a few.
Right.
So I gotta entertain them a little bit. I gotta help have that festivity, that type of thing going on. But nonetheless, I definitely celebrated July 4th because of the kiddos. But what say you?
I mean, I wouldn't say celebrating either. I'm not going out to buy an outfit for the motherfucker.
Nah,
So they getting fresh, man?
Not for neither day. But it is a time that, in normal cases, the family get together. So I'll make that trip normally around this time and then come back, If you want to call that celebrating, then yeah. But as far as putting any energy into that shit, no.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Juneteenth just became a holiday this year.
Federal.
Right.
Federally,
yeah.
So,
but it's always been recognized here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To an extent. Depending on where you was at. I don't know. I mean, it was the 4th, and I probably had like a drunk intervention.
You had a drunk intervention?
Yeah, because the alcohol was already in me, so.
How the fuck do you have?
How do you
explain this?
Yes, you gotta let that one.
You never had great thoughts when alcohol's in you?
You mean like a epiphany?
Yeah, that's what it
Okay. All right.
I got
intervention. I'm like, how the fuck are you
Who the fuck
intervening
was
with
intervening?
yourself?
Epiphany.
Okay.
You're not an alcoholic like that. So I'm like, who the fuck is intervening?
No, that tells you he was really drunk.
He was fucked up.
No, I'm not an alcoholic.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, nah, man. But nah,
You want to share the epiphany?
I was just thinking, like, we've always celebrated the 4th, barbecues, whatever. But with Juneteenth just now being a federal holiday, like, maybe we should put more energy on Juneteenth rather than the 4th of July, because that's more of our holiday than the 4th of July.
Y'all go ahead. Rock on, man.
I mean, so I'd rather barbecue on Juneteenth because I'm not going to barbecue both days.
Why not?
That's too much barbecue too fast.
Oh, nah, these motherfuckers just go barbecue.
They are out here.
Both days.
Yeah, they are out here.
Easy.
I mean, they're going to barbecue
they
every
did.
week.
You saw
they
it
did.
on social media, family.
Yeah.
You saw it.
All I need is the invite. I'll show up. I'll bring the bottle. I'll bring the beer.
You will.
But I'm not hosting shit.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to host. That's what it might be. I don't want to host.
I put a thing on
4th of July hostings are over probably.
I put a like a statement or whatever on my social media a couple years ago. This is pre-COVID, so this is I think 2019, right? So I said, hey, I don't want to hear all that political shit on the 4th. If you eating ribs, if you out here popping firecrackers, and if you out here, really enjoying the festivities.
Right.
If you celebrating, just say you celebrating. Don't come at me with this ain't our day. Okay, it's not our day. You right. You fucking right. It's not.
You probably
But
like it
you
is, though.
but you out here with the fireworks and shit. So what difference does it? I mean, I say that to say I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I could care less about this particular day. I do it again for my kids, and like you stated, shit, I might not host it, but I'll be a part of the festivities. I'll show up to the
Yeah, if I get an invite, I'm
right.
there.
But I'm not finna bash the fucking day. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got shit to do with what I feel, my beliefs, none of that. I'm just kicking it.
I think Juneteenth gonna become a fight night
What you mean?
A fight night.
for us.
Fighting who?
Just a night that we fight on. Like this past Juneteenth, the Charlo Brothers fought.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
Oh.
See what I'm
saying.
saying?
Like it'll be a yearly kind of thing
Yeah,
for boxing.
for boxing,
I got you.
yeah.
Okay. Way to put the boxing shit in.
Yeah.
There. I see.
You know, Mayweather used
you
to
was
always-
boxing fan.
Mayweather always used to fight on Cinco de Mayo.
He did.
He did.
And
He
oh
really
no,
did.
what was it? Didn't he used to always
And he
fight
wore
like
the
on like
sombrero.
Memorial Day too? Wasn't
I
it
don't
like a
know.
Memorial Day
No, it
thing?
was Cinco de Mayo because he wore the sombrero.
I got you.
I don't know.
No.
Mayweather out here looking like David Jackson right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go.
Shots fired. You know who you are. Well, shit. He said the names. Hey, you know who you know? Yeah, he said the
I mean,
names.
shit.
There's only a million of them in the
Yeah, it's a
world.
million of them,
Yeah.
but you know who you are.
You know who you are. Exactly. So, anyways, what I will say is, we'll continue to move forward. More to come. I mean, you know how it goes, man. These holidays. The one thing I don't want to make it too dark because I know we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But I don't know if y'all paid attention, but the aftermath of July 4th, the murders, some of the crime.
No, the shit in Philly.
Yeah, I mean, all over.
Yeah.
We had 180 here.
Was it that many?
180
Yeah.
here in the Metroplex.
God damn.
Yeah, it was turn up time.
What's wrong with y'all?
That's because, like
Shit,
I
it was
said,
everybody though. It
the
wasn't
4th
just
of Ju-
us.
Yeah, the 4th of July is the time that you can really get off. You can really get your shots off
Mhm.
and blend it in with the fireworks.
Like a
Right.
mini purge.
Yeah.
Damn near.
Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah. They say it's one of the busiest holidays, if you can deem
Yeah,
it a
I mean-
holiday at that point for hospitals.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I
crazy.
can attest to that because a dude in my complex, he must have been on that wet.
Mhm.
This motherfucker was rolling all over the ground, calling for his mama.
He was happy he had a 3-day weekend.
Man, he got up and he got up and punched the shit out the neighbor's back window.
Damn.
Then two-piece the back. The neighbor got a truck. He broke the fucking window. He two-piece the back of that shit. Rolled on the ground again.
Yeah.
What?
That boy had that 3-day weekend. He
There's
said about to
blood
waste one.
everywhere.
He
Waste
was,
one.
And he was lit every day of that 3 days.
There was
goddamn.
blood everywhere.
Just dumb as a motherfucker.
Five it.
Yo, I'll say this and I'll leave it alone, but there's a crazy weekend to have 180, and we talking about injuries, murders, all in one. It's crazy. But I will say this, the funniest shit I saw, I don't know if y'all saw it, and the caption was like, when your baby mama get out of line, but Buddy was basically taking one of the fireworks that like goes on forever and was just pointing at his baby mama.
In Atlanta.
What are we doing?
It's just stupidity, man. I
Wow.
suppose that something burnt up on her or something. You looking at, it's crazy. But I mean, I just saw that it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, but it was just crazy. So it just shows you the crazy shit that goes on the 4th,
Right.
more so than Juneteenth. Moving forward,
For now.
yeah, no, right? We'll see. Like I said, more to come year after year.
Yeah.
It'll happen. So what I will say is, we had some. You could take it how you want, good or bad news. Bill Cosby was released.
Okay.
Bill Cosby was released.
Yeah.
Watch your drink. Watch
Mr. Pudding Pop.
your cocktail.
Mr. Jello Pudding Pop.
Hey, man, he had a backdoor deal. Well, not an backdoor deal, but an agreement. You know.
You think that's what it was?
No, exactly. If you read it, that's exactly what they said it was. During the civil case, they told him if he came in and said what really went down, they wouldn't use that in a criminal case. So he said, okay, and he came in and said everything that went down. They turned around and used that same statement that they said they wouldn't use
Against him.
prisoner.
in a criminal case.
Mhm.
It just took this long for somebody to say, yeah, that shit was wrong. Go home, Bill.
So I will say
I
this.
still say it was a bigger play behind it, but
I will say this. I feel like they needed to. So first and foremost, let's go. Let me take a step back in my statement. So first and foremost, this is the reason why I feel like we need to do our own research as individuals. And this is not a social media bash, but I just feel like as individuals, take the time to read your own information. Research whatever it is the hell that you read.
Yeah.
Whether it's on social media, whether it's an article that you see, blog, whatever the fuck you decide to read or choose as a source, I feel like read and educate your motherfucking self. Because the NBC thing, maybe there was some validity to certain things that he wanted to acquire as a content producer.
Okay.
As Bill Cosby is. We know he has one of the greatest sitcoms that ever graced television history.
A few of them.
Few of them, different world. I mean, we know.
Fat Albert.
Didn't these charges take place when he was trying to buy a network or something?
So
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor.
That's when all of this started
That's
put
the
on
rumor.
the table.
But that's what I mean by
Too much
educate
power.
yourself.
Yeah, too much power.
Because NBC, that was never the case.
Okay.
Now, I don't have all the facts, but that was never the case. Now,
You know how much money you got to have to buy NBC?
NBC?
That is Mr. Puddin' Pop.
You
doesn't
don't
matter.
have enough money.
You don't have the
That's a
capital
group.
gain.
That's a
to do
group
so.
purchase.
You don't know
a
who
group purchase.
You don't know who is
Usually it's like a
you don't know
Viacom type status or
what group he's with though. No, I'm sure he
Yeah,
wasn't trying to
but
do
what
it
I'm
by
saying
himself.
is, from social media, they're trying to
Right.
paint the picture that it was just him.
Well, he's the probably big name. That's just like
Yeah.
when Magic Johnson put in with the Dodgers.
Right.
They just made it seem like it was all Magic.
Yeah.
it's never that.
Yeah,
But
they used
even
they used a
with-
big name.
Even with that though, where were the supporters? Because if that was really let's keep it real. And I'll move forward, but let's keep it real. If he was really finna buy it, you don't think that we would have heard about another supporter? We heard about nobody. Don't get me wrong,
You mean from a group standpoint?
from a group standpoint. Because if you get ready to buy an NFL team or NBA team, typically you hear about some of the people that joined in on that, if they choose to be upfront with that. Now I get it, everybody is not more and more public with their investments. I do get that piece. But I do know we would probably, if he was truly trying to buy NBC, you don't think we would have heard about somebody else? Anybody else?
I don't know.
One more, at least?
The way the whole thing shook up was just
So
Whatever he was trying to do, they made his ass sit down for a
yeah.
minute.
That's what it did.
I get it.
They're trying to teach his ass a lesson.
I get it.
Yeah,
And
I
they
don't
did.
know what he was
You're
trying to do,
get it.
but
I get it.
whatever he was trying to do.
But are we going to
Don't sit
accept him
your
now
ass
that
down.
he's back out? Like, is this the same?
Nah.
You know,
Nah, it's not
okay.
about accepting him. I think it's you have to acknowledge the fact that he was wrong. I mean, he did what he did. He admitted to it. But when you talk about the justice system, you talk about everything that goes in with the justice system. You're gonna say, "Oh, well, okay, well, he did this, he did X, Y, Z back in the '70s or whatever the case may be." If he admitted to it, and this is what we are sitting on. No matter what way we went with the justice system, how
It's
wrong
word,
he was.
it's word of mouth.
Okay,
And payments were made.
Word
I'm
of mouth.
sure.
Word of mouth and payments. But I think the difference is
Payments were made and accepted.
that too. I just think the difference is that it happened. What, the 70s, late 60s, 70s?
but I think the one that essentially got him was more recent. Not
There was no
70s.
more recent.
No. I mean, it was more recent than the '70s.
Look.
That's what I'm saying.
What, the 80s?
Yeah.
80s.
It was the most recent case. That's what got.
But even with that
That's
case,
what I'm saying.
the
That's
70s,
what he admitted to.
the 80s, him admitting to the case and him being able to get out right now, I think that just shows the difference in time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because the reality of the fact is, you know what I'm saying, good, bad, or indifferent, you know what I'm saying, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying, R. Kelly just got his on tape. The social media is the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, if social media was out back there in the 60s and 70s, they're celebrities. They're wilding out. Half the shit that Richard Pryor would have done, that shit probably would have been on TV.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe that. I agree
Social
with you on
media
that.
social media is a killer.
I don't even think it's social media.
The
Really,
gift and
I
the-
just think
the
it's the
gift and the curse.
technology. It's
Well,
the
yeah.
smartphones,
Yeah,
man. It's
that's
the
what I said. I agree.
ability to walk and see shit, at the drop of a dime. You
That's
can
what it
literally
is.
just be walking down the street, or I could give you a prime example. Coming here, I damn near got into a wreck. If I had been on my phone, going live, talking shit,
You would have
And-
been out of there.
yeah, I either would have been out of there, or if I would have been able to kind of pay attention a little bit
Right.
and just be able to honestly look at what was going on, I could have just filmed the dude. Like, look
Right.
at this
See?
motherfucker. You know what
When
I'm
you on
saying?
the film, see?
It's just the access that you have, and we all know that. And it's not just Bill Cosby.
Anybody.
Would be at the
Anybody.
mercy of that. You know what I'm saying? That quick reaction to whatever it is that you have done or are about to do.
I think I'm just old school, man. So,
Well,
I appreciate y'all trying to put me on the social media platform and stuff, but I'm old school. I don't want the social media.
I've been on
camera phones.
Yeah.
I'm old school too.
That's what gets you in trouble.
I've been on there for a long time.
Like D said, I would have videotaped them.
You control what you put on that motherfucker.
This is true.
You control what you read on that motherfucker.
I agree.
You control how much time you spend on that motherfucker.
That's true.
It's you. It ain't the platform.
What happened to the cell? What happened to the payphones, the pagers?
Oh, that shit went out
man.
as soon as Apple came out with the iPhone.
You gotta bring that shit back,
That's
baby.
never coming back.
Shit, I brought it back.
The home phone ain't never coming back.
People still got home
Remember the home
phones now.
phone?
People still got home phones.
Very few, but you get rid of that bitch, you're never getting it back.
I mean, most people that got it. I mean,
you get rid of
they're
it,
the mature. Oh yeah, you're not getting it back
it's never coming back.
unless you pay $200 a month.
It's never
It's not
coming back.
It's not. I don't think. I agree with that. I will say, just to kind of bring this Bill Cosby thing home, he is an icon. Like it or love it, hate it, deny it, whatever you want. He's an icon, and so it was easy for Bill, we got you. All right, you're gonna sit down for a couple minutes, and now you can go and come back home. And I think that he is no danger to anyone at this point in his life, at all.
Yeah, but shit, look at Kevin Spacey. Did he go to jail?
But let me
He's
ask.
about to start acting again.
But real quick, let me ask you this?
What's
though,
your boy
because I might be
Weinstein?
wrong. Didn't Bill
actually got
Cosby
time,
lose his
though.
wife? Didn't his wife leave him?
Hell no, Camille ain't going nowhere.
She stayed with him?
Hell yeah.
Oh, then she knew. She knew.
She
Nigga,
was
payments were
there.
made.
She was there.
We're
the
not
whole
talking about
time.
he'll go $100 and chill. We talking about millions was paid.
Yeah.
Millions.
So hell yeah, she knew. That's not leaving the accountant she don't know.
Right. I get. I like I said. I'm at the end of the day. It is what it is. People fuck up, man. It just to that extent. I'm not making an excuse for the women that would, whatever. I totally understand that. Bill Cosby is who he is. He's he essentially, for most of us, you've seen it. You watched him on TV. You are a part of that culture. You are a part of the sitcoms. I'm just saying that he's no harm to anybody. Let that man go ahead and
He's
go
about
in
to die.
the sunset. Yeah, go off in the sunset in his own way.
There's no sunset.
Not in no.
Let him pick out his casket.
Bill Cosby
Right.
got
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
He
He got
4
his
more
own
years
way.
of life.
Yeah, he about to be out of here.
He was about to die.
Nah, he still is.
He got about 4 years left now.
He still is. And that's no disrespect to the Cosby
No,
family.
no disrespect to the Cosby family.
It's-
either.
I mean,
just
it's the
facts.
truth.
If he would have stayed in jail,
old.
he wasn't gonna make it.
He would have probably lived longer in jail than being out.
Shit.
Nah, he was set up nice.
That's
It
more of a
wasn't-
controlled
Oh
environment.
yeah. He was eating filet mignons and all
I mean,
that good
it ain't
shit.
even
But I'm
about
just saying,
his
it's-
nutrition.
It's
It's
a
just
controlled environment.
Security.
Yeah.
He probably had
Than
the
being
top-notch
out here.
private security.
and not only that. It's not about it's not so much the convenience, Trez, that I'm looking at when he say that. And again, I'm not. It's not a side thing. It's just more or less like how I look at it. When he said that.
Everybody's not on his side.
I immediately
It
said,
ain't even about that. Everybody that you know personally that went to jail and spent time there. When they come home, it look like time ain't moved physically
Right.
Mhm.
For them.
for them. So why
For
would it be
them.
different for him?
Right. He coming out still
That's
doing
why I'm saying he would have lived longer if he would have stayed in.
he coming out still doing the Bill Cosby dance. Like
Coming
like
out
shit
leaning
ain't
on the
stopped.
shoulder to walk. It's a wrap, my nigga. Goodbye. You have one pudding pop, your ass is out.
all that sugar and shit. Yeah, you out of there. Anyways, man. So that's that on that. I like I said, it's a new day and age. Like I said, may he ride off into the sunset in his own way. It is what it is. No harm to society, in my personal opinion. So hey, let the man do his thing. Now,
The women not gonna let you get away with that. But
nah.
ahead.
They gonna try and crucify him every chance they get. But like I said, he'll go out in his own personal way with his family, and that's all that matters. Now this is the most talked about thing. In the last since July started,
Okay.
and this is the young lady, fastest current woman on earth, Miss Sha'Carri Richardson, from yours truly, this city here,
See him
Dallas,
smiling and
Texas.
shit, Trez.
You know I had to.
Motherfucker
The
start
boy got
cheesing
happy,
and shit.
didn't he?
You know I had to. You
The
know,
boy got happy, celebrate some shit.
but
What do
He
we say?
found out the same time we found out she was
Right.
for Dallas.
nah. I've been knowing since she went to LSU. Y'all stop it before
Okay.
COVID.
Now,
Y'all can do all that, man. Y'all can do all that other shit later, man. Off the record. But while we here, we gonna respect this lady's her heritage, where she at, where she from.
well, we're here. We're gonna keep
You know
it.
what I'm
We're gonna keep it
Yo,
gutter.
Dallas, Texas, stand up since we here. Anyways, anyway, young lady, fastest woman on earth. She had the 10.64 100-meter time in the trials, Olympic trials.
Okay.
Sha'Carri Richardson. Now I got my own little rant and extras that I want to put in, but we know what she's in the news for recently. So essentially, she tested positive for THC in her system, which disqualified her from being able to
THC?
compete.
She smoked weed, bro.
I'm just saying what was.
No, say what it is.
She smoked weed.
Shit, y'all know what THC is. It's
No,
weed.
just say what it
THC.
is.
She tested positive for THC, which is fucking weed.
She inhaled
Okay.
that shit.
Okay, and she was disqualified from competing in the Olympics, and not only the 100 meters, but also the 4x1, the relay,
Which came out.
which just recently came
Just
out.
recently just came out.
And it's a hard blow. I know she worked hard for it and made sure that she, trained and did everything she needed to do. And I'll say this before I move forward. I don't know if y'all know this, but in order for her to be disqualified, they had to wipe the actual time, so that time no longer stands. Which is also a huge blow because think about it. That's fast as shit. Let's just keep it real. Ain't nobody really running it, on a regular.
So they kind of wiped her out the history book.
They did. And so she'll have to rewrite history. But before I go on my piece, I want to hear from y'all.
Go ahead, Trez, the barbarian.
Man,
Let it
shit.
blow. Pause.
Yeah.
Is it double edged? This one right here is a real edge, double-sided coin for me. Damn, it's unfortunate for her because this was the opportunity that you had the world watching you, that you really had the world at your hands. But with me saying that, all condolences going to her and her family for the loss. It was her mother.
Mm-hmm.
But
Biological mom.
yeah, biological mom.
Right.
But at the same time, you got a responsibility, man. Like, point blank, bottom line, the Olympics comes once every 4 years. Like, this is not like the NBA playoffs. This is not like the Super Bowl.
Every year.
This is not like, what I'm saying?
Annually.
This not something that comes every year. So
Mhm.
4 years from now, you're not even guaranteed. You don't know what your health's going to be.
Shit, you could have had 2-3 babies by that
Right.
time.
Right. You might.
True shit.
Right.
Life
Life might happen.
Look at Allison.
No,
Felix.
life will happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's
and
how,
you
how
got
she
to
navigates when life happens.
right. Well, we already see how she navigated the first time. Unfortunately,
That was a young
right.
Sha'Carri.
But right. But at the same time, like I said, she knew better. She should have did better. But at the same time, weed ain't making nobody run faster, man. We do a lot of things to you, but it ain't making you run faster. Michael Phelps, if I'm correct.
I'm gonna get
Michael
on that.
Phelps.
I'm glad you said that because that's where I was going. But go ahead. I'll finish. I got you on that.
The swimming, the champ, I guess, because he already had the medals. He got the pass, or did he get the pass because it wasn't as close?
So can I go ahead?
Go.
Because I gotta intervene.
So
in
I
that.
mean, there's just a lot of there's just so many different layers to this situation, and then the fact that she was gonna be disqualified for 30 days, and then they announced that the team had already decided that they didn't want her to run on the 4x1. Y'all some fucking fools.
Now that is different, but I have my.
They said they already made their decision beforehand. Once they knew that she had tested positive, they already decided, and they weren't going to change it. You know what I'm saying? Based
That
off of the
may
information.
be some envious.
That's some envious because what happened was,
could be.
once again, we was about to take control. She's about to be on fucking Wheaties boxes,
Yeah.
So
soup, Campbell's soup, like all the above.
I'll take this.
Same shit Michael Phelps was.
I'll take this.
But that's why.
on this level. I know that the masses are gonna say it's just weed.
Bro, fuck.
Hear me out. I know the masses are gonna say it's just weed, right? She was in a legal state. She was in a legal situation. I mean, she was in a state that it was legal in to smoke weed.
Was she?
She was in Oregon at the time.
Okay.
So I know everybody's gonna say
in Oregon, they say you can do damn cocaine.
You can do everything.
You can do cocaine, crack.
But we're talking about an international rule.
So we gonna say. So here's my thing. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna kind of bring it home. But here's where I'm at with it. Number one, I want to say to this young lady, Sha'Carri Richardson, I love how you handled everything. You've been stand up. You've been honest. You have not allowed an excuse to enter your vocabulary, and I appreciate that. Here's where I am with where I stand. To your point, Trez, when you talk about Michael Phelps, I get that there's a easy way to say, okay, Michael Phelps was, he was this, he was that, and he might have the right complexion for the right affection.
Michael Phelps never even admitted he got caught on picture. Like
he got caught on picture, but he also never. So here's the thing:
he never tested.
He never tested positive for THC. He just got caught on a picture. Now, what Michael Phelps did was he lost endorsements due to that picture. However, the difference between these two stories is that timing mattered in every aspect. When he got that picture, he had already exactly. So he had already swam in the 08 Olympics.
Right.
When he got that picture, it was 09. And it was 5 months before he was due to qualify again for the 2012. Now, what I will say is I disagree with one thing. And this is the one thing that she owned up to, and that's why I stated what I stated in the beginning.
This is probably where I'm the bad guy.
Everybody knows, everybody understands that it is what it is and the rules are the rules.
That's where I'm going with it too, family.
And so the Olympics testing is a different beast. You're a boxing fan, so I got to go your way. Do you not remember when Floyd Mayweather tried to get Pacquiao to do Olympic-style testing?
And he didn't want to do it.
And he did not want to do it. Why? Because it's so extensive, it's very frequent, and it tests for every fucking thing that you could possibly think of.
It delayed the fight about a year and a half.
So you knowing these things, your camp got to do better.
This is where I was going with it when I was initially saying what I was saying. What is a double-edged coin, a double-sided coin. Because her knowing that, the timing. Like I said, shout out to the young woman. No discredit from what she's done, but I think the mind frame might have been, I'm above this because I'm the future. Like she knows she's the fucking future. She's posing.
I don't think it's above it.
She posing. She posing like she's the future.
I don't think it's. I'm above it. I think. Imagine.
You couldn't think you wasn't gonna get caught, bro.
Yeah, but no. Listen. Imagine, and we all talking about mental stability. You just finished a race. You on a high, and this motherfucker you don't even know tells you that your mom just passed away. That fucks you up. You ain't get that from your family. You get this from a reporter.
Yeah.
So she was. So I just now. I don't want to cut you off.
Hold on. My only conflict in the shit is.
What thing is this, bro?
And I haven't done the research. Hold on. Let me get off. Is that there's rumors out there that she smoked before this incident?
That's where I'm going with it.
So I don't really know. All I know is.
That's where I'm going with it.
Is it sucks when you lose a parent.
It does.
It's terrible.
It sucks when you lose a close one.
Everybody grieves differently.
That's true.
And
she said, I am human.
No matter what, when you are in that position, from what I understood, to somebody that was in the Olympics, you walk around with a little Bible of sorts of what you can and cannot take. So you're well aware of the situation.
Bro, if you put that shit up to your mouth, you already fucking know.
So, I mean, you're hoping at that point, I guess the only thing you could be hoping at that point is that you don't get tested.
You can't think that.
You can't think
but
that.
I get
if you're
it.
the
No, you
star.
can't. But I'm
But
saying you hope.
The mental.
But me,
Yeah,
if
you can't.
I'm the tester, and I know that you just found out that your parent passed away on TV, I'm testing you
regardless.
2-3 days after.
Right. On purpose.
Because that if you're gonna fuck up at any time,
That's when
the
you're gonna
time
fuck
you're
up.
gonna fuck up.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I see where you're going. That makes.
But like
that
you
makes a
said-
lot of sense.
With the whole situation, my whole thing is this, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know her. I don't know anybody. I just know, people that have, people that deal with different issues in life. If you lean towards something, that's normally not your first time experimenting when you're going through something hard in your life. You've tried it before.
Okay.
No doubt.
Right. You see,
Yeah,
you see
no
what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, but like I said, it's just weed, man. Like
I just think
by
it's,
the next Olympics, it's probably not even going. They're not even going to test for it. The
You-
NFL's already cutting it out. The NBA's about to cut it out. NHL's about to cut it out.
it could be, but everybody.
They did this shit just to make a fucking point at the end of the fucking day.
And the
That's what it
reality
comes
of
down
it
to.
is, man, you got to think about something that's global, right? Weed is not legal here. Weed is possibly not legal anywhere else. You know what I mean? We don't know because we don't live there. You talking about Tokyo Games?
Some places is legal.
Okay,
Some places it's not.
But I don't travel internationally
Right.
that much. The games are in Tokyo.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck they rule. You know what I'm saying? So and I understand there's going to be a lot of different theories, a lot of different ways you can look
nobody's
at it,
above the
but
law, so she had to pay the price.
she had to pay the price. Here's my hopefully my outcome is that, based on the way that she has handled this situation,
She come back running the 10-2 on them motherfuckers in
come back, young lady,
2024.
rewrite
That's
history.
doubt.
All right, 10-3.
But my guy right here, he said something very, 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 very true.
She might have kids by then.
Not only that, you don't always come back faster.
Well, not only that,
As you age, that's
you don't know how
you
her
might not be that fast next time.
you don't know how you do not know how her not being able to run in this Olympics will affect her mentally. That's
Right.
4 years
It's either gonna push you
or break
you're just
you.
gonna say fuck it.
Right. Let's
Very
go on
true.
to the next chapter of life.
It's one of
Very
two
true.
things.
Because now, you know what I'm saying? What are you training for?
And I mean,
It's a different type of train.
You're
To
training
prove-
to get back.
Well, I
right?
do
to
give,
get back what? Because you was already favorite.
well, but hold on, I do give Nike credit because Nike did come out and make a statement and say, "Hey, we're gonna stand by." her."
Because they're an organ.
I get it, but they don't have to.
Weed ain't shit to them.
But you don't. It doesn't matter. Business is business. It's not. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're running a multi-billion-dollar business, it's not a good look to associate your name with this person right now.
Bro, this is
So that's kudos to the athlete that she is,
I think the Olympics fucked
and
up
the
on
way
this
that she handled this situation.
one. I think the Olympics
And
fucked up.
I will reiterate that a million times over.
They didn't fuck up.
Well, the USA 4x1 team then. Let me clarify that. But not letting them run.
We can't say that they fucked up either.
They still
They
may,
don't know.
They still may win.
Yeah, so how did they fuck up?
But they ain't gonna break that record.
But how do
They don't
know?
care. When it comes down
Ain't
to
one person not bigger than the show. I understand. I understand the run.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. Something else could have happened, right?
Right. It's
Karma could have had it. She been on the
Could've-
4x1 and then passed it, and somebody dropped the goddamn baton.
I mean, we never know. It's a lot of
Yeah, we'll
behind the
never
scenes
know.
shits.
We'll never know.
Um,
But I mean, again,
I wish you the best, love.
I wish you the
absolutely.
best.
Yeah, absolutely.
If this is something you want to continue to do, change your circle. Go into
Heal.
your little,
Properly.
yeah.
Mhm.
Get your mind
You
right
got
Yep.
4 years.
and
Three.
focus.
3 years actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you gotta change your whole circle
It's-
to maintain.
Starting now.
And it's really,
you
and,
wanna do.
and to be honest with you, it's really about maybe two and a half years.
Yeah, because
the
you're gonna have
qualification-
summer games and
No,
qualifying.
qualifiers.
You got really 6 months. Because going into January, you starting up.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the summer
'Cause they got the
they'll
summer
start
things
right.
every 2 years.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
you
that
My brother ain't
it's finna get back to
Yeah.
it.
But you got
So you
got
gotta
the
get
rest
your
of this-
mind right
You got
now.
the rest of this year to make your decision.
Mm-hmm.
But don't make no mistakes while you're making that decision.
Mhm.
Don't make no mistakes that you'll regret.
No, and know that you will be tested consistently.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like-
now the
Now that you
radar is
have
on
failed, they will constantly check you.
They're gonna check you even more now.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna get tested twice as much as the average person does.
Yeah,
now.
and you got to be prepared
Right,
for
you
that.
got-
This
Right.
comes with it.
Yeah, that comes with the territory. But you know what? That's what we do. Kings, queens, You know what I'm saying? We fall down to rise up. So, you know what I'm saying? This is just another chapter of your life. So make it a great story.
I like that. Way to finish it off. Moving right along. So, the theme that we've had, guys, since the NBA playoffs have started, we've been kind of keeping track, making sure that we keep tabs on everything.
Talk about this shit, man, because I was on the road, God damn it.
NBA Finals is here.
Who watching that shit?
It's here.
I told you.
Shout out to Phoenix, though.
Shout
out to Phoenix. Even though they had an easy pass, I'm telling it like it is on TV.
You acknowledge that
I'm telling it like it is.
They had an easy pass.
They played the Lakers. No AD hurt LeBron.
Whose fault is that?
And I'm just saying, a pass is a pass.
What the fuck you mean? Whose fault is that?
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
This guy over here. You know what I'm saying? They played the Denver Nuggets without Jamal Murray.
Whose fault is that?
They played the LA Clippers without Kawhi Leonard.
Whose fault is that?
Man, stop it,
made
man.
a better fucking story to get to the playoffs.
You act like they Nancy
walked to that
Kerrigan, these
bitch.
motherfuckers.
Man, stop it,
What's
bro.
her name?
That's Nancy Kerrigan, you're right.
Tanya
Harding.
Yeah, they didn't do none of that shit.
Man,
All they
shut
did
up,
was
man.
show up to
Stop
the
the
gym.
nonsense, bro.
The stars
Stop
fucking
the
aligned.
This was the most.
You know it.
Yeah, the stars aligned. That's the best way to say it for him. Because this, come on, bro.
Okay, yeah, the stars lined up for him.
Name one playoff series that one star didn't get injured in.
Hey,
This season.
they didn't cause the injury.
I think the way the season was built, based off of the bubble.
Whatever. They didn't cause the injury.
You still bubbling just because y'all made the playoffs.
You damn right. Why wouldn't I be?
That shit was that shit. The stars aligned for that.
Wait, you see what happened when they got to the playoffs? We seen the real one.
And I expected
Trey.
that too.
We seen the real
Trey
version.
was on y'all ass.
We seen the real version.
Okay.
And shout out to my. And now we'll get to
Right
that.
now,
I got my
he's
point.
exactly where they are
Don't worry about it.
at the house.
They were further along than your team.
We all are.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Due to
So-
what? Injury?
Let's go.
Whatever. Anywho, as we were moving right along with the NBA Finals, so we talked about the Suns' path, the Bucks. Boy,
I had the Bucks in, man, but
you did, and I got to give you credit because you said that from day one. You know what I will say? I never had the Bucks. I didn't believe in the system. Don't believe in the team. Don't believe in the coach. Don't believe in Giannis.
it wasn't Giannis. I believe.
I didn't know the coach came from
Atlanta. Mike Budenholzer.
but
no,
he
he came from the Spurs.
No. Yeah, he came from the Spurs originally.
First.
Then he went to
Right.
And
Atlanta.
he went to
Yeah, but he got that Spur DNA in him.
Nah, bro. But he went to Atlanta. Everybody's DNA is different with the Spurs, bro.
You still got to pick up something. You cannot sit
Please.
in that office.
who's your coach?
Whatchamacallit had Spurs DNA.
Who?
The dude that was the coach for the Philadelphia 76ers before Doc Rivers.
Okay.
You talking about Brett?
Exactly.
Brett Brown?
He had Spurs DNA.
I think he just did film.
Oh, now he just did film all of a sudden. It's DNA's DNA. It's DNA.
Stay
I
consistent.
think he
sir.
just
DNA.
did film.
Stay consistent.
That's
DNA.
not really in the coach's
DNA.
room.
This fucking guy.
Busted. Go ahead, Spence.
I didn't believe in the Bucks in all those aspects because
Nah, they got
it just seemed like it was the same thing.
they added the right pieces.
But it's this but
Drew Holiday wasn't on the team last year.
I get it, but it's still. I mean, let's be honest.
it's
Let's just keep
different,
it. Let's keep it real.
I'm telling you like this too. They dodged
Had
some
the
bullets.
Nets-
They dodged some bullets too.
Let's talk about their path. Right?
Everybody dodged bullets.
Because
this
if the Nets had a healthy James Harden and a healthy Kyrie, we're not talking about this whole
bottom
situation.
line,
Pause
bottom
for a
li-
second. Pause for a second.
Bottom line is this:
Pause for a second. We can no longer clown James Harden.
why? Oh yeah, because Ben Simmons.
Not just Ben Simmons, but for you to not be a shell of yourself and you still get on that court.
So you giving them heart.
I never.
Well, we said he didn't have heart because he didn't know how to close.
I said he couldn't close. I didn't say he didn't have heart. But I'm gonna tell you like
A lot of people said he
one
didn't have
thing
heart.
I will.
They said that he. So
I never questioned that, but I will say this: I know when the game got close, I guess we're gonna put it on his injury.
So
now.
I never.
That ball was
I
a hot
never
potato when
questioned.
they're saying he gave it to KD so goddamn quick.
I never questioned his heart. I mean, but that's hamstring talking. I'm giving that bitch to KD because KD gonna go. And we all know, had that motherfucking foot not been 17 feet long,
That would have been a
we
three.
probably talking about a totally different situation. And we all know that. My reality is, like he said, the boy put up 22 with a half a leg, running up and down the court. And he damn near
Not
got a
running,
triple-double.
Shuffling up and down the
Yeah.
court.
Giddy up, motherfucker, like down the court. So I say that to say this, Trez, when I look at it, and this is just good conversation.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
with
like a back and forth. It's more or less like here's my take on it. But the reason why I never believed in that situation with the Bucks is because I'm looking at it and I'm like, your team didn't change that much. Again, we talking about injuries. So had James Harden and Kyrie not gotten hurt, we're not even discussing this.
Well,
Bucks not there.
If Ben Simmons wouldn't have been scared. There's a lot of ifs. Like this
Ben Simmons
this bro, this playoffs
gone.
was just
Bye.
this playoffs was just
B.I.E.
crazy. I don't know if it was a mental fatigue for the NBA players. It was crazy. Like I was telling somebody, like shout out to the Suns, shout out to the Suns, shout out to the Suns. Hell of a season. I still think y'all had a
Cakewalk.
a cakewalk. But the thing is, if the Suns happen to win this finals,
No, they're going to win.
okay, well, whatever. If they win,
That's a resilient.
if they win,
It is.
they won't even be favored to make the finals next year.
Why? Because Chris Paul leaving?
Bro,
said he
Chris
was leaving?
Paul's he doesn't have to leave. He'll be a year older.
He got the option. He got the option to opt out.
He's not leaving if they win the chip.
But
But
the
he'll-
reality of it
But,
is
I
when
mean-
when you win, bro, it changes the dynamic.
It does, but Chris Paul
So you
is the major
attract-
dynamic.
You attract talent, but
Only-
you attract talent. Chris Paul may be that person that you know is going to be the leader.
Lonzo.
You got to stop, man.
All right.
I didn't even. What the fuck did this go?
You got to stop.
Lonzo.
I was literally like going somewhere else with it.
So listen, in all of that, right? I want to bring up something that we didn't address that just recently happened. Y'all know about Rachel Nichols?
I saw that. I read on it like not too long
Did you
ago.
see it?
I didn't.
Rachel Nichols.
So Rachel Nichols apparently have made some, or laughed at, and even said some comments about tired of the Black Lives Matter movement,
No, Rachel.
and
she fucked up.
She's done.
that her home, whoever the black girl, what's the black girl's name?
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Rachel Nichols should have been doing that instead of Taylor. Taylor wasn't.
So
Rachel Nichols said that?
Rachel Nichols.
Rachel Nichols. She can't do the so they
her last
eliminated her from the finals.
This her last
She
season.
won't be on the sideline commentating on the
This
finals.
is it.
And since we on basketball specifically because of the time frame, I agree. I'm gonna take a little bit of a different approach.
She's gone.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a different approach. And I will say this.
They got rid of Paul Pierce. Before you say what you say, remember they got rid
I
of
know.
Paul Pierce
I
because he
know.
was at home.
They got rid of what's her name?
I know.
Jamila.
I know.
She's gone,
I
bro.
get it.
This is
I
Walt
know.
Disney.
But you can't keep nobody that's real down. Y'all know that. So you're not keeping nobody that's real down. First of all, Paul Pierce is a god in Boston. You're not keeping him down, bro. He can do whatever he
Okay,
wants.
so you saying they not going to keep
Jamel
Rachel
Hill
Nichols down?
already secured a whole nother bag that was probably twice what ESPN was because of that. I'm not trying to compare the situations. What I'm simply stating is she bullshitted with the other pieces. She had a lot of other pieces. But her statement essentially was, don't try to take my shit because of y'all feel some type of guilt based on y'all not diversifying the people that the other people around what we have, all of our different shows. I'm not defending her. I'm just stating what she said. I'm not defending her. Let me say that again. But I'm stating what she said. And I will say this. Anybody that feels threatened is going to say that. Black, white, Asian, don't give a fuck. They going to say that.
It's about who you say it to. It's about who you say it to.
Right.
Okay.
We all
Agreed.
have shit that we shouldn't say,
Right.
but it's about who you say it to.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I knew that there's more information behind the scenes than what we even know. Kendrick Perkins did the bullshit. Accept your apology. I know
Yeah, he
your
did.
heart.
I know your heart. Yeah, I heard. I
Richard
seen
Jefferson ain't say shit.
Not a motherfucking nothing.
And Richard Jefferson's the more than the Kendrick Perkins.
He's the one you would think is more
Right.
happy-go-lucky.
But Kendrick Perkins still getting he tried to get the stripes.
When Richard
we
Jefferson
already
didn't
know-
say shit,
That already lets you know.
When Kendrick Perkins suited up for finals and didn't score now point, now rebound, now assist, fuck you. I ain't got nothing to say to you, but go ahead.
was he playing for the Mavericks? Why
I don't
you
give a
upset
fuck
about
who
it?
he was playing
That's what I'm
for.
wondering. Was he playing for
He
the
was
Mavs?
a center that started that got Nathaniel, nigga.
Okay, but
Man, was
I
he playing
mean,
for the
shit.
Mavs?
We love Patrick Ewing, but he went for a layup and blew it.
But did you look at his stat line in that game?
Don't matter.
This nigga suited up and started.
Okay, back to Rachel Nichols.
0-0-0.
See,
all the way across.
Let's go
You
back to Rachel.
you misdirected like
No, I'm not
NBC
misdirecting.
to NBC.
Just suiting. We all know where you stand, nigga. As a yeah.
So the fact that Trez, you gotta check the story out. The fact that
I'm
Richard
on it as
Jefferson
soon as this shit up.
didn't say anything. Wow.
That right there says enough.
Wow.
Because Richard Jefferson,
Nathaniel.
He's always showing all
he
his
tries
teeth.
to play. He plays both sides.
Yeah, but he's always showing all his teeth.
So she's gone. I don't even know the story.
I don't think she's gone.
This is her last season.
But I think
please.
she lost. So
She'll
she's
go to
no
Fox.
longer gonna. So
right.
the
She's done with
outcome-
ESPN. She might be done with the NBA.
The immediate outcome of that, just so people know. So all you people that's watching, so y'all know she will not be. She was slated to be on the sideline commentating NBA finals.
she's done with the
That's
NBA.
gone.
She's done with the NBA.
And her show, The Jump, could possibly be
No, it's not gone.
exonerated. Yeah.
New host.
Exactly.
She's done with the NBA.
What I will
The
say,
NBA is 90% black.
as we conclude, very true, and that's an amazing point to segue into my next piece. To conclude everything, guys, I have to say, as we move forward in this the racial, I call it the racial climate that we live in right now, I have to give a huge kudos to the NBA. One, for the fact that they pivoted
leading the way.
when they pivoted with the bubble, and
That
they made things more like they
Made-
figured it out.
Made baseball follow.
Right, made baseball football follow.
It was the blueprint.
They gave the blueprint for that, and I think they're gonna start to give the blueprint for the black head coaches in the NBA. So if you've been following, Jason Kidd just recently came to the Mavericks, and that's not because that's my hometown team. That's who I rock with. But again, a black
Head
coach.
Yeah, I'm
got him as head coach.
I'm questionable on that move.
GM,
though,
the GM.
bro. Just because I heard him and Mark Cuban have the best relationship.
I get that.
I think it was a more of a fan favorite move for Mark Cuban, and I think he was able to save a little bit of money. Not taking nothing away from Kidd. Don't get me twisted.
I didn't say you were.
Not taking nothing
I didn't
away
say
from
you
Kidd, but from my understanding, him and Mark Cuban didn't have the best relationship.
Neither
and
than him and Rick Carlisle. Neither than him and Donnie Nelson. So what you gonna do?
And they're both gone.
All of them gone. So you got rid of what was probably the reason why they were arguing.
Y'all about to suck for about 5 years.
I think.
Okay, well, fuck you. By the way,
I think.
and
I think,
then
I
I
think
you have no leadership.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think the reason.
will surprise you. That's
I
cool.
think
You'll be watching, like I will be.
Cuban has to let somebody else have more power.
So you saying he Jerry Jones in the piece?
I don't think he's Jerry Jones.
Not
I don't
to
think
that
so.
extent. Not even close to that extent.
So then what we talking about?
But-
because he hired the GM from Nike. That was a huge move. I thought that was dope.
But you know what else? But right, you
For
thought
basketball?
that was dope. But
What does he know
I
about
think
basketball?
relationships.
right. That's relationships. But you know what?
Free agency.
Let me tell you something. Losing Donnie Nelson hurt more than that being dope.
I can see that.
I mean, what is he going
That-
to promise everybody on the team
Donnie,
to shoot?
you got to
Nah,
think, bro.
we
The
gonna see.
Nelsons,
It's a project, man.
the Nelsons is
Figure
up
it
there
out.
with the Jerry
How we go.
Wesses, the goddamn
Pat Rileys.
the buses in the NBA.
Okay.
Like
Him and Donnie
If- if-
Nelson,
if-
Donnie Nelson Jr. You
right. I know my
They've been in basketball for a while. I
Yeah,
get it.
That's 30 years of basketball right
So,
there.
I get it.
You talk about Nike.
You talking about Mavericks. I stated that. Look at Chauncey Billups in Portland.
Which
Nate Millen-
that's almost a regret.
Nate
Dame-
Lillard
Dame
will
Lillard
come to
mad.
Dallas.
Shout out to Nate.
Dame will come
Shout
to
out to
Dallas.
Nate.
Nate finna get an extension.
No, he got
already got
4
it.
years.
All right.
4
So
years.
then on top of that, we got they interviewing, and I don't know how close it is, but they talking about Sam Cassell could
For
be the
Boston?
Wizards coach.
For
Ime
Wizards?
Udoka
No, for Boston.
for Boston.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's
the
due time.
narrative is changing. Is what I'm saying, guys.
But shit, basketball
get-
90%.
I
They
get.
should have been doing that shit.
So is the NFL, but we don't see it changing that. We got
Well,
one
NFL
coach, which is this motherfucker's coach,
NFL like
and a few others.
Nah, you
shit.
got-
Nah,
you got
NFL. Nah.
4 or 5.
Hold on. Shout out to the
About 4 or
Dolphins.
5.
Flores.
Yeah, about 4 or 5.
We got the best upcoming coach in the game.
He is nice. Okay, go ahead.
Well, we shooting that out.
Go ahead.
Outside of that, I don't know.
No, what's the dude in Cali?
I don't think he's the head coach anymore.
Who the fuck you
He
talking
got
about?
they let him go.
From the Chargers.
He's
Yeah.
gone. You talking about
They let him
Anthony?
go.
No.
Anthony
Yeah.
Lynn?
They let him go?
He's
Bye.
not the coach no more.
We'll holler at
I
you.
think
He a
he's like
defensive coordinator
He's like offensive
somewhere.
defensive coordinator somewhere.
Oh, okay. We got 2.
What's his name? Didn't get a head coaching job in like it's hard to get a head coaching job in the NFL.
That's
What's his
it.
name? He was the intern for the Falcons this year.
Ah.
I don't know, man. Fuck all of it.
Right.
So what I'm saying is,
Shout out to the NBA.
shout out to the NBA for sitting in there. I love what I'm seeing. Thank you guys
But-
for kind of writing that blueprint.
They got the shortest leash too.
Hey,
No,
no,
no.
not with no 4-year extension.
Man, a
Because
4-year
now,
extension
as
be
you
broken
see
in
the
2.
success happen, don't get it twisted. We got Ty Lue, Doc Rivers. It ain't just
Doc
them that
Ri-
just signed.
Doc
We're still
Rivers-
talking about people that are already there.
Doc Rivers is not a good head coach.
So we already got about a 300% increase from NFL to the NBA.
Doc Rivers is not a good head coach.
He's not, but you know,
Ty Lue's a great head coach.
he's all right. With that being said, hey, episode
I just
26.
remember him getting stepped over by AI.
Everybody
Hey.
remembers that shit. That's the most disrespectful move in history.
He was in the way.
He was in the way.
Hey man, it
After
is
he
what
made
it
the
is.
shot, I was trying to get back on defense.
Hey, man.
Shout
you
out Bubba Chuck. Bad news.
Bad
Let's go.
news. Hey, episode 26. Thank y'all so much for tuning in,
Cognac
liking, continuously loving us, and making sure that you share, tell your people, word of mouth. We love y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Till next time, the Cognac Crew. We out.
Life. For every little black child, this is life. For every single parent, this is life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.